Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. We're joined now by KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sarah Knox.
Sarah, should any communities in our area be concerned about the flooding as this continues?
Yes, indeed. I'm still tracking some flood threats across the area, one of them being the Turtle Creek. That's right outside of Austin, right through Austin in some areas. So that's something we've been watching pretty actively, looking like it will go below the flood stage as we get into Sunday. There's still plenty of melting going on everywhere, though. US 52 in Rochester, speaking of flowing, traffic is flowing, not too bad right now. Everybody heading home or headed to their destinations have some great driving conditions. Not much to worry about. Maybe pop on the sunglasses. Now let's swing it over to Charles City. The Cedar River, also one of the rivers that we've been watching closely, currently in action stage, not in flooding stage, and is not forecast to get there. Last I checked, it was around 11.3 feet when it came to that. So on to our flood alerts. As I mentioned, the only one in the area under a river flood warning happens to be Turtle Creek at Austin, currently in the minor flood stage, and it is forecast to get a little bit higher before it starts to go back down. As I mentioned, that'll be around Sunday afternoon when that expiration finally is allowed to happen. 44 right now in Rochester, 49 in Mason City. I showed it before the break, a lot of the green indicating that those 50-degree temperatures just so close, and it's coming back for the weekend. Temperatures, though, will be dropping fairly quickly getting into the overnight. That's because we're going to have clear skies tonight, which is going to allow for all the heating we saw today to escape back into the atmosphere, and thus we'll be cooling down fairly quick to some of the coolest temperatures we've seen in a while. A jacket will be necessary if you have plans tonight. The radar keeping us nice and clear, though, as is the high pressure, helping the upper Midwest out for sure. But you can see some activity just to the south. I am tracking rain on the way. This is going to be starting late Saturday as this particular low pressure system starts to skirt around the area just south. We'll be heading out Sunday afternoon and into the evening, and we're looking at mostly light rain. Not a lot, but still enough that it does pique a concern when it comes to the flooding. Sky Tracker 3 here will keep us dry, though, as we head and start our weekend officially. This is around 8 a.m. on Saturday. All of us are around or below the freezing point. Something to keep in mind. It'll be a bit of a cooler start, but the temperatures rise very quickly. We can see it already around 2 o'clock. Clouds are going to start pouring in, and behind it, we'll start to see the rain. By around 10 o'clock on Saturday, all of us mostly cloudy. And as we're waking up on early morning Sunday, that's when we start to see more of this light to moderate rainfall move through. How much are we talking about? Not a ton, but again, enough that it does bring the concerns when it comes to the flooding. We'll have concerns for flooding really throughout most of the spring season as we enter closer to May, just due in part to all of the melting happening to the north. 7-day forecast now where the weekend is always in view. There's that glorious start to our weekend. Back into the 50s we go for all of us this time. And then the rain does kick in as we head into Sunday. Temperatures also falling by Monday back into the low 40s. It'll feel a bit chilly, but you'll notice as we enter through the rest of the week, the temperatures slowly getting back into the 50s by Thursday. That's the Twins home opener at Target Field. I am forecasting some rain, but I am also tracking temperatures near 60 degrees. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Katie and George.